Hello, my strange and charmed ones. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Today, I wanted to make a pretty brief video about a question that I get frequently asked about the way that I film my YouTube videos. So as you can see from the title of this video, this is going to be how to film a plan with me, which means how to film an overhead sort of shot. It's not just for planners and things like that you'd want to show, but definitely that's the audience that I have here. So I wanted to show you guys how I film from the top looking down so that you guys get a really good clean view of my planner. And I'm also going to give you guys some tips for how to kind of make the most out of a plan with me video. I feel like I've seen a lot of different plan with me videos, and a lot of people do it, the same way. Some people do it different ways. And since I've been doing this for some time now, I thought maybe this would be the perfect time for me to kind of impart my own knowledge and wisdom upon you guys who are interested in either starting a YouTube channel that's planner related or have already started and maybe you're not seeing the results that you were hoping for in your videos. Hopefully these tips will help you to make better videos in the future. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to do is go ahead and show you guys how I set up. So I'm actually going to change the camera angle and we are going to take a look at my setup. Okay, so if you were to come into my office while I was filming a plan with me video, this is what you'd see. My DSLR camera on a tripod with the neck of the tripod pointing all the way down so that the camera is actually parallel with my desk. And as you can see, the camera is actually set up behind my desk, which means that I end up filming upside down. I use the little tilty flippy screen on my camera to keep myself in frame so I know what I'm seeing. But I do like to film backwards because it gives me the ability to sit at my desk completely normal, and then all I have to do in post-production when I'm editing is literally just flip the video around so it's the right side. Now, as you can see when I come behind the camera set up here, my tripod is actually not standing on all three legs, or at least not all three of them are equal. I actually have my tripod so that the front two legs will lean up against my desk, and the third leg is actually propped up against the ottoman in my office. This keeps the tripod very stable while I'm filming, but also gives me the ability to create that very parallel filming setup so that you're not seeing the front portions of my tripod while I'm actually filming. Now for my lighting, I only really use one of my studio lamps while I'm filming in my office. That's because I already have a really nice daylight bulb that's in that pendant lamp that you can also see right now. So I actually have a good amount of white light in my office. But just having that one solo lamp, this one is actually a pretty high-powered filming lamp, studio lamp, and I will leave it linked down below for you guys to check out if you're interested. I just keep it pointed towards the ceiling right above where I'm filming, and that tends to give me a really nice crisp white effect in my videos. Okay, so now that you've seen my setup, I want to kind of take some time to just give you guys some very quick high-level tips. I wrote them down here. I have 7 tips here for you to hopefully help you guys make the most of filming a plan with me video. So tip number 1 is to actually give your video's title an interesting name. Oftentimes when I'm looking through planner, setup videos or plan with me videos, they just say something like plan with me January 2015, or I guess 2016 now, or plan with me week 52. So those are pretty generic names. And although you definitely are hitting the SEO there by calling it plan with me, you're probably missing a very crucial point where you could actually be drawing in more audience members to your video by kind of sprucing up the name. So I always think it's great to add really descriptive names to your video titles. So let's say you're doing a plan with me and it's themed, right? So maybe it's going to be a Mickey Mouse theme, right? Maybe you're going to Disney World and you're planning out the week and you've got a Mickey Mouse theme, right? So everything in your plan with me is going to be themed for Mickey Mouse, right? So what you'd want to name that video, instead of it being like Plan With Me Week 5, right? It could be Mickey Mouse Plan With Me for Disney, right? Something like that kind of gives people more description. Or you can do the same thing with color schemes. Maybe you're doing a red and green color scheme for, Christmas or the holiday time. Put that in the description. Maybe you're also using a lot of stickers or a lot of supplies from a specific store. So if a lot of your supplies are coming from, let's say Michael's, that's a popular craft store, say in the title, Plan With Me Michael's Sticker Decor. Or let's say a lot of the stickers you're using are mine, right? Maybe from my shop. So you could say like Strange and Charmed shop, Plan With Me, right? So something like that, something that gives people a little bit more detail about what they're going to see than just, the week that it belongs to or the month that it belongs to. So that is my first tip, is to choose an interesting and descriptive name for the title of your video. Tip number 2 is to decide what your video Plan With Me style is going to be. Are you going to be someone who does chatty Plan With Me's, or are you going to be someone who just sticks to the facts, right? You just stick to what you're doing and kind of keep talking to only things that are necessary. Or conversely, are you going to film a Plan With Me video with no actual talking? Maybe it's just going to be audio, like just music in the background. So decide what your style is going to be. And pretty much, I think it's really important to almost define your signature style. So I do think it's important that once you've chosen what you want your style to be, that you kind of stick with it. I don't think it's wrong to switch it up every now and again, but I do think that your viewers are going to want to see an established consistency. So stick with whatever style you've chosen. Tip number 3 is to have an outline for the way you are going to structure your video, which could include, if this is a Plan With Me, where I'm thinking more of like Decorate With Me videos right now when I'm saying this. But if this is more like a Decorate With Me style Plan With Me, have a general idea of what you want to put where before you begin. Because I do think that kind of cuts out a lot of the fluff in the video that can kind of slow down the pace of a video. So I do think that if you have all your stickers and everything laid out ahead of time, that I think is awesome if you could do that. And I realize with some of these sorts of Plan With Me or Decorate With Me style videos, it's a little bit harder to plan every aspect out, but the least amount of low points or points in the video where it's obvious that you're not sure what you're going to do next, I think that will end up increasing the entertainment value of the video overall. Tip number 4 is to decide on your shtick, right? So your shtick, if you're not familiar with that very colloquial term, is basically the thing that you're going to be known for, right? The thing that makes you different. And I think the way you need to approach this is to decide what element of your planning and Plan With Me process is the most important element. For example, if you were watching a Plan With Me that I would have filmed, you'd probably assume that it's not going to be all about the decor. It's mostly going to be about the productivity and the efficiency of planning in your planner. So that would be like my shtick, right? You probably would never see me, and I don't ever want to say never, but like it's not, in my wheelhouse to do like a purely like decorative planner sticker Plan With Me video, right? That's just not my thing. But for you, it may be different, right? So you decide what you want to be known for. Do you want to be known for the person who does gorgeous themes, right? Do you want to be known as the person who maybe loves stickers, beautiful stickers? Do you want to be the washi tape person? You know, do you want to be the person who is really girly and feminine with their designs? Or do you want to be the person who is maybe more like whimsical or kawaii, right, with the way that they design their layouts for their Plan With Me videos? So decide what it is that you are going to be known for, what your shtick is going to be for the videos, because I really think that again, just like almost like having that style of how you're actually going to film the video, I think that's going to go a long way to helping you establish yourself and your niche within the planner community. Tip number 5 is to make sure that you're filming in good light. Good lighting goes so far to making the quality of your video better. So if you are looking at your footage and it just looks too dark, just make sure you're adding as much light as you can. Bring in another lamp, maybe purchase yourself a set of studio lamps like the ones that I have. You know, something that will help you to brighten up your space so that your content, your Plan With Me, is really getting all that high quality detail and all that effort that you're putting into it. Now, going along with good lighting is tip number 6, which is to make sure you have good audio as well. So obviously this is more important for chatty or any sorts of videos where you're going to be talking. You know, I do have a recommendation for a microphone if you would like one, and I'll leave it down in the description box, as well as links to everything that I am showing you guys or recommending. But I do think that good audio, again, just like good lighting, goes a long way. If people can't hear what you're saying, they're gonna get bored and click out of the video, and you don't want that to happen. So make sure your audio is as high quality as you can muster. And tip number 7, I'm like counting on my fingers here, is not to edit as an afterthought. So I do think that when I look around and I see lots of different planner videos, it does seem like some people are editing as an afterthought, that they've just, you know, they've put all the effort into filming the video and making sure they've captured everything they wanted in their filming, and they haven't taken the necessary time to edit as well as they could. And I realize that with editing, there's definitely a learning curve, but editing is definitely the step that I think the fewest amount of people really put a lot of thought into, but the people who do put that thought into the editing, they're the ones that have the best videos. So I think that editing really is the point that can make or break a video. And you know, there's everyone out there who's doing these planner videos, we're all at different levels. So there's nothing to feel bad about here. This is all about improving. So, you know, if you need to learn a little bit more about editing, you know, Google or YouTube, you know, some tutorials or some videos on learning how to use whatever editing software it is that you use to edit, because it's very important to really understand what you have. And you know, don't worry about, you know, trying to purchase the best editing software. I really do believe that most of the editing software out there, even just kind of like consumer everyday grade software, really has enough functionality for most people. It's just about learning how to use those tools efficiently and effectively so that you're actually creating the best video you can. So that is the 7th and final tip, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really sincerely hope that this has helped you if you're someone who wants to start filming or is already started filming Plan With Me videos and really wants to make the most of them. I know a lot of people were curious about seeing how I film overhead, so hopefully those questions have been resolved in this video, but if not, of course, please make sure to leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to respond to you as soon as possible. Of course, if you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up because I really appreciate it. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more awesome videos by me. And until next time, bye-bye!